Welcome to Just an Average Fantasy Football Podcast.
There it is.
Well, welcome into Just an Average Fantasy Football Podcast. I am your host, Daniel Hayes, with Matt Baker.
That's me.
And Larry Cowan.
Yo.
And you can find us at avgffpod.com. You can go there, click the buttons, go listen to us. You can listen to us on the website as well. Go give us a like, follow, subscribe. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Apple, Spotify, a couple other places. So, need to get the numbers up. Listen, we got to pump those numbers up. Week one of the books, fellas. How do we feel? Are we already lighting everything on fire and calling it a done season? Are we feeling good? Where are we at?
I split the middle. I went 7-7 this week, and I'm not too mad about my losses. I mean, they were all redraft. We all know I can't fucking draft, so that means I'm already en route for where I'm going to be for the season. So I mean, I'm not mad at it at all, honestly.
I try never to overreact to week one, right? I mean, I know everybody says that, but then when you get in the moment, you're like, oh, God, I can't
Jamar
keep these
Chase
guys.
is going to be a bust.
Get rid of Devonta Smith, A.J. Brown. None of them know how to catch the ball.
Burrow, to the waiver wire.
But
I was looking at my teams and the leagues that I did lose in, I was like, I still have really good teams. I don't feel bad about this.
That's what I had to do. I had to go look at my rosters that I lost with, and I have to say, okay, this is a good roster.
Yeah.
It was just a bad week. You know, I had one roster. I had A.J. Brown on the roster. I had George Pickens on the roster.
I had George Pickens and Chase.
I had
Jamar
Xavier
Chase
Worthy in that roster, and it was just like, and it was just, you know, it's sometimes that's how it's going to be.
Yeah.
But that's why we're here. We're here to help you get through it. We're here to help you stay calm. We're also here to help you get rid of some of your anger, and we'll do that here in a minute. But before that, we're going to talk about some super intense news. Okay. All right. For that intensity, we'll go ahead and kick it off with the worst news. George Kittle is going to the IR. He pulled his hammy.
Boo.
And he's going to be out at least 4 weeks as it sits. They say could be up to 5. So we're going to be hoping for the 4. And I guess everybody's got to go out and get tongues.
Tunges to the moon, baby. Tunges to the moon.
If his nickname isn't tongues in that locker room, they all need to be fired.
Hopefully it's because of his name if it is too. So
Yeah.
if they call him that,
not how you got that name in college.
that's just saying I know how I got the name.
Yeah.
I don't want
Around
anybody
all
else.
the fraternities.
Exactly. I like the fact you said I went to college. That's what I'm over here blushing about.
When they were in college.
I was at the college. I didn't go there.
But let's see. Juwan Jennings, also with 49ers, his injury seems to be minor, so that's good. You know,
Seems like a 49er thing. I'm not.
That's normal.
I mean, this is just the
Every
average.
single year.
I'm just glad, knock on wood, it's not McCaffrey. So let's go. Hey, shut your.
You shut your mouth. You're the one that brought it up. Let's see. Not that it really matters, but they did also waive their kicker. The 49ers did.
I'm surprised the Falcons haven't done that yet.
I know. Get rid of Young Ho now.
No, don't get rid. It was one kick. All right?
Actually, he was getting worse last season. I know, like 2, 3, 4 years ago, he has been the most accurate kicker in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yes.
But Young Ho might be hitting the road.
He's been slipping. Like last year, I think his percentage mid-season
That host
ended
for
up
the
going.
streets, bro.
He slipped from like 85, 90%, and it was like 78, 76% last year, and it was slowly, increasingly getting worse. So it might be about time to be going to get Matt Prater. Oh, never mind, he's on the Bills, kicking game-winning field goals.
Yeah,
I want Rodrigo Blankenship.
Blankenship? Oh
Yes.
yes.
Last time I saw him, he was in like Canadian League or something.
Well, he was still getting an eye exam done to get his goggles fixed up, man.
Right. Why you got to go after him?
I'm jealous, actually. I would love to have those goggles, man.
I want
those
to say
galoshes.
he made an appearance in the UFL.
Yeah, that might have been one. But he wasn't wearing his goggles then. He didn't even have glasses on.
Those
last
are
time I saw him.
galoshes.
He's not. Yeah, that's his superpower. As long as he's got those goggles, he's good.
He can see it all.
Contacts, it ain't gonna work.
Exactly.
JMO got paid. I believe it was 3 years, $83 million. I can't remember the guaranteed number on that, but it was
sounds pretty close. It's 83 or 93, something like that. Yeah,
I know. I do know it's 3 year 83. I just didn't know what the guarantee was. Another big injury we saw. This was last week, but Xavier Worthy got taken out. I guess because Taylor did bring up that she was excited about them drafting Xavier Worthy. And so Travis was like he had to go out there and regulate it.
Like, nah, it can't happen.
So Xavier Worthy and him had a collision, and he has got a dislocated shoulder. They haven't come out. They're trying to avoid surgery. They're trying to get him set for a brace. I would think he's going to miss at least a week, maybe two, if they get the brace situated. If you have surgery, obviously it'll be for a lot longer. But
yes, correct.
And then Austin Eckler was limited today. So you need to keep that in mind for whatever that's worth, because it's really all about Bill all up there.
Oh yeah, no, he's the man there now.
So
that whole meme with the whole "look at me, I'm the man now.
I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now."
Yeah.
I think what.
Brock there's Bowers? A trade also, real quick. Trade. I can't believe it's right above the Worthy thing.
Oh yeah.
Tank Bigsby was traded to Philadelphia for a 5th and a 6th round pick, which they came out and they said that Tank and Etienne were co-starters, and then Tank didn't get any work. So I'm thinking the trade was in the works before the game.
Before the game, yeah.
They didn't want him to get hurt, and they wanted to see what they had in Etienne, which they have something. But I think also play all your running backs against the Panthers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Even the third and fourth.
I'm pretty sure I couldn't do 100 yards because I don't have the stamina for it. But I'm pretty sure if you gave me 5 carries against the Panthers, I could get 25 yards.
That's probably very true. With your first 2 carries, the other 3 will be losses
because I was
you're so tired from the first running, 2 carries.
25 yards in the first 2.
Exactly.
That's probably true.
Yeah, no,
that run defense is atrocious.
I think it's worse than that. If there was, there's got to be a button that's worse than atrocious on this thing over here. I'll find it eventually.
I have one. Hold on. That's every time the Panthers defense tries to stop a running back. This. I don't know. That sounds cool. They're not cool.
That did sound really cool. It says wasted. I'm like, what is that? How's that wasted?
Oh, hit it again. I bet it says wasted. No, it's probably a video game sound. I don't know.
That's the worst. I'm going to delete that from ever. That's never going to happen again.
It doesn't sound wasted. Sound wasted is like I'm wasted. But
that was pretty good. Wait, record that.
Or the sound from Tony Hawk Pro Skater when you would get wasted. Yeah, that's a common wasted sound.
But I don't know.
What were you were bringing up somebody before?
Brock Bowers is dealing.
Oh yeah, Brock Bowers. He left the game.
He left the game with an injury.
He hit knees with somebody, and then he went out the next play.
Yeah.
So there was some speculation
just
that it was
to monitor
a non-contact injury, which is always scary, but it actually was contact. He just tried to play another play, and it didn't work out. So
yeah, there's a couple other that went out with injuries, like Evan Ingram went out with an injury.
Jalen Waddle went off the field every time he fell down.
I think what that was is he was nervous that they were looking so bad that he didn't want to be part of the team. He was hoping they'd trade him. I don't want
to be a part of this.
They were like, could y'all trade me somewhere else before this game's over with so that I don't have to be part of this? But yeah, no, I don't know.
It's like when you see somebody doing a crime that you're riding in the car with. I don't want to be a part of this.
That wasn't me.
Let me out right here.
We'll talk more about them in a second on our new segment that I just remembered. Yep. So, all right. Well,
yeah, that's pretty much. It was actually, honestly, I was surprised. First week of the season, there were some key injuries and some losses and stuff, but nowhere near as what I felt in the past we've had.
Yeah, I mean, so Brock Purdy's dealing with he's got a toe issue.
Yeah, he's week to week or something,
and all that. But the word is he's going to be back out there. So we're getting into that time where everybody's going to be a little banged up about this and that and this and that.
It's new, and they're not. I don't know that they have enough
like that, like this and
off season to really truly prepare to keep all this going. Some of the players
soft tissue is really where it starts rearing its ugly head early in the season because they don't have that Especially if they don't ramp up the way they should.
Yeah, correct.
They don't practice anymore. That's the problem.
Talking about practice. We ain't talking about the game.
But yeah.
Dang, them boys don't practice. Every single negotiation, it's like, let's practice.
Yeah.
And then every year we get more injuries.
More injuries.
Exactly.
Apparently, if injuries are a correlation of them not practicing, San Francisco never practices.
They don't.
I don't think they
and
do.
Derrick Henry always practices.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry wakes up running 100-meter dashes and shit. That's all I can say.
I don't think that's too far from the truth, though.
They showed him running up the hill and with dragging a chain and like doing cuts and stuff.
Yeah, like that.
Bro, if I ran down the hill, I would be winded.
If you fell down the hill, you would be. Gravity
If
would
I
knock the air
fell-
out of you.
If I fell down that hill, I would be in traction for
That's what I'm saying.
2 weeks.
At least.
minimum.
You'd be in them
Listen-
full body casts in the hospital,
Yes.
like, oh,
Yes.
Seriously, though, I listen to Mark Schlereth talk about it all the time, how back in the day, they would actually practice no pads,
Yeah.
full contact.
Yeah.
Never injuries.
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean,
that's-
of sort.
Well, I'm
it
sure there
happens
was- yeah.
sometimes, but not like now. And now they don't practice much at all. At least
Yeah.
not full contact.
I think the other side of the coin is too. We have to also take consideration. These guys are bigger, stronger, faster than they were back in Schlereth's day. So the body can only do so much before it starts becoming unraveled, unless you're Derrick Henry, apparently.
Derrick Henry is the opposite. They need to study him in a lab and distribute that. That should be legal.
They tried to, but they can't draw his blood because it breaks the needles.
Breaks the needle. That should be the only legal drug that NFL players can take is Derrick Henry blood. Everybody's shooting up and doing human growth steroids or whatever. And
Derrick Henry blood. I want to change the name of my fantasy team to Derrick Henry blood.
He's just built different, man. It's showing every year. You cannot count that dude out. Period.
All right, we're going to come up with. We got a new segment. I'm going to go ahead and come up with an intro for it right here on the fly. Let us see. We'll pick this filter. Give me a sounder, and then I'll name the segment.
Give you a sounder.
Yes.
Hold on, I got caught off guard there.
All right, sorry.
All right,
You pick a sound, and then I'll name the segment.
all right. So let's
It's time for Good to Go or Shit Show.
that actually kind of works.
Yeah.
Not
I should have
perfect.
recorded that.
Not perfect, but I was like, what am I doing? Put
I
on the
know.
spot
I
here.
should have explained better.
I got you. We're good.
So Bus is the only one I told we're doing this segment because then I forgot we were doing this segment.
Oh.
So he's the only one that's prepared for this segment.
I'm good. Or what
So
do we got?
give me a good what you. All right, let me explain the segment for the listeners. So this
and
is kind
and your co-host here.
and you're in the coach. So this is so I want to come up with something how we feel either like a team or a player or our fantasy situation is trending. Like we can see it going this way. We're not saying it is going this way, but the vibes are telling us it's going this way in a good way and in a bad way. So give me a good to go flow. Give me a good to go where you think something's moving that way.
Well, this is actually my prediction in the offseason. I don't know if I said this on bold predictions or whatever, but after game one, Michael Penix is actually showing that he might possibly be.
He made some big plays.
Yeah, what we thought he was.
I saw a lot more in this game than I had seen previously.
Oh, yeah, you said he was soft.
I said from his interviews he was soft, and I still not taking that back yet. He did show up
Bryce
and show
Young
out.
is
He
fucking
did.
soft. Okay,
Yeah, Bryce Young is soft too. So,
That's the shit show.
but yeah.
yeah. But back to Penix, I agree
Yeah.
with you. So he really made some really big plays. He used his legs. He made some really solid passes. Drake London went out in that fourth quarter, and he made some big plays to Washington, who we didn't really know much about.
Yep.
And I just that's where he stretched out to get that touchdown. When I saw it in real time, I'm like, he didn't get that shit.
Yeah.
And then they slowed it down. I'm like,
You see where
he got that
he was
shit.
pulled up. Yeah, he held up. He did everything he's
Yeah.
supposed to do to get through, get across that line.
Yeah, the instincts. I mean, he's got the instincts. I mean, he has a lot of playing time. I know not in the NFL, but he has a ton of playing time in his career. So, yeah, I feel good about where he's at right now and where he can be. I mean, this could be a full-on breakout season for him. So far after game one, he is on track for that.
I like it. Well, I'll give my good to go. My good to go is the Chargers offense. I think we were all kind of under the idea that they're going to go really back to that run heavy offense. Well, I should say passing offense. I thought Herbert looked really good out
I
there.
was about to say, did you not see the run game?
I love the way that he got everybody involved. Quentin Johnson looked great, especially around the end zone, getting two tuds. And then you had Keenan Allen getting involved, and of course McConkey out there doing that McConkey and getting it done. So I thought it was a real good sign for anybody who got Herbert that I'm not saying it's going to be every week, but I think in certain games, especially in games with kind of a shootout situation, they can go out there and they can run it. They can go back and forth. You can get those fantasy points. And Herbert used his legs.
Oh yeah, he did.
You know, and so I felt pretty good about the way I saw how Herbert was utilized in that passing game. So I think that's kind of trending in a good way too. So
okay, so off the cuff, I guess I'd go with a good to go. And I'm going to follow your beat all up into the offseason and into now, but Justin Fields with the Jets and the Jets passing offense and the way even their run, their whole offense is it clicked a little bit this week.
Yeah,
I know
Breece Hall looked great.
Breece Hall looked great. Even when Braylon Allen was forced at the line, like he had the short yardage, they used him. He looked good. Garrett Wilson out there catching balls from Justin Fields. Justin Fields picking and choosing his battles instead of constantly running it out. He looked really good. I was sad to see him lose. I didn't think they should have lost.
No.
Garrett Wilson got annihilated. That was
rarely the Jets. The Jets, their defense, which you wouldn't expect,
they let up a lot of points come through there. So I mean, but I feel really good about the Jets offense. I hope that whatever did happen this week in their defense does get kind of figured out in this off time. They get that worked out. But I think the Jets are kind of trending towards like what you were looking at them competing in.
I hate that I backed off of it, but I did pick up Breece at value in a lot of leagues because I really did believe in his talent.
Yeah,
and I think this is a case, like I said, when you have like a lot of coaches, with McCaffrey for years, they would always come out before the season and be like, we're not going to run him 100% of the time. We're gonna have other people. But the thing is when you have a special talent on the field,
once he's there,
it's hard to sit them down.
Yeah, it's hard to push them,
especially in close games where you're just sitting here. You're like, if I give this guy a dump off over the middle, he can get 15 out of it. If I give the other guy a dump off over the middle, he gets tackled immediately.
Yeah, or he gets 3. And it's not worth it.
So it's hard to. And I think what happened with Breece is he got out there and he was so much better than the other guys, and that's not saying the other dudes are bad.
Oh yeah,
Braylon Allen or whatever. But Breece Hall is a special talent running back, and he showed that. And I think I don't think we really got to worry about his usage as long as he's healthy.
Yeah, no, their offense looked good, and I was just happy to see Justin Fields go out there and look look good. He was throwing the ball with superb accuracy. He was getting around, and he wasn't trying to rush and run the whole time.
You see what Garrett Wilson can do when he gets accurate passes.
Exactly. So, I mean, I was really surprised, genuinely surprised overall it was that good. Like, I expected an uptick, but not to that degree. I mean, it is
impressive, especially when TJ Watt is on the field.
Oh, yeah.
But it does make me wonder, is the Steelers' defense just going to be that bad this season?
That's what's really.
You would also wonder if the Jets' defense are going to be bad. So I don't know if it was just a
game on.
Quentin Williams got to Rodgers a few times.
Twice,
right?
yeah.
Well,
he got a half tap.
I think the other thing that we might be forgetting is those two quarterbacks were playing against defenses that they practice against.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
Now I know that there are different coaching staff for the Jets, but I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been around this league long enough. There's not a defense he hasn't seen.
Oh, yeah.
And he knew those players. And Justin Fields practiced against those Steelers defenders. So it wasn't like he saw TJ Watt every day.
Yeah.
And so it's not like he got scared when he went on the field with TJ Watt.
Oh, yeah.
So there's got to be something said for that, too.
So I guess week 2 will really determine it, but I really do feel that it was a lot more cohesive than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I thought so, too.
Honestly, so, yeah.
All right, give me a shit show over there, Bus.
Well, I mentioned it just a few minutes ago, but Bryce Young.
Yeah.
Bryce Young and the Carolina offense all together.
Yeah, and the defense, obviously. That defense is what was a shit show is a shit show, gonna be a shit show.
It's the shit show, yeah. It might be the shit show.
I wish you had the Big Show sounder, or we could replace it with the shit show.
Yeah. We'll work on that.
So coming into the league, he was a number 1 overall pick, and we thought he was going to live up to that potential at some point. And then one season goes by, and he does absolutely nothing. Another season goes by, he gets benched, and then last season he comes on the field, finishes up the season, we think, okay,
Yeah,
there's the potential we were looking
That's
at.
the guy we were looking for.
And then week 1 of the season just shits
Right
the
back
bed.
down there. And Adam, you can't tell me Adam Thielen is that intricate to Bryce
can't
Young's
be.
success.
It can't
If so,
be.
trade everything to get Adam Thielen back.
Get him back. Yeah.
If he's the key that unlocks Bryce, you better get his ass back. Because it was like he reverted back to last year before he got benched.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was put Andy Dalton back out there, man, because Bryce Young is not him. He's not going to do anything, and he has better weapons. I mean, Tet looked good with the limited work that he got.
Yeah.
I mean, Leggett didn't do a whole lot, but
Yeah, that sucks.
I
I had high hopes, but he still could come through. But
Yeah, he's fun to watch on shorts and stuff, I guess.
yeah, I agree with you. You know, as a Panther fan, I couldn't watch the game because I don't have the Sunday ticket this year. Not a sponsor, but I mean, if they were a sponsor, then I probably have it. But
That's probably
that's
true.
why we're not watching it.
but anyway,
If anybody's listening,
yes. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get how you can regress that far. It's like I'm not expecting them to win, but geez Louise, it's not like Jaguars are a world beater defense, you know?
Yeah.
I think they're the only one that's just as good as your defense. They're pretty similar.
Well, we made him look like, Chuba did good. He
Yeah.
got his touchdown. He was okay in the run game. He got a lot of play time. And I think Chuba will be fine. I think Tataroa will be okay as a flex play.
he got.
I
he
just
got
don't-
5 on 9 with 68 yards. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you said world
Yeah.
beater, but it's still good. I mean, it's,
The good news for the Panthers is they got some weak opponents coming up. Maybe they can get it together and they can start moving in the right direction. But as of right now, I'm with you, man. It's a fucking shit show.
I wouldn't start selling off all the assets, though.
yeah, no.
Like
this is
we
week
said.
1 hype.
Yeah.
it's
never
week 1.
overreact to week 1. It
Right.
could still come through. We've seen teams take a shit in game 1 and go to the Super Bowl.
and then
Yes.
run it through.
Absolutely.
Bengals.
The Bengals
prime
did it,
example. Yeah.
I called that that year too. By the way,
they
That was-
take a shit the first game every year.
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah.
But my shit show is the Miami Dolphins. They are. I talked about this early in the season. It just the feelings, the vibes, whatever you want to call them, coming out of Miami are not good. I don't know that there's a true leader in that locker room. There's loud voices in that locker room. Tyreek's a loud voice. I'm sure there's other loud voices, but I don't know if there's a unifying leader, someone in that locker room that everyone looks up to as somebody. You know, Mike McDaniel is very smart. He has a very good offensive mind. But you watch his press conference, that doesn't look like a leader to me. He doesn't look like somebody who's trying to galvanize this team and try to get it back on track. That doesn't look like somebody's going to be able to walk in there and hold people accountable for what they are doing or not doing on the field. And it doesn't feel good about what's going on in Miami. And again, we're in week 1, but man, they look terrible against the Colts. They made the Colts look like the Colts of the heyday with Peyton Manning. Man,
Man, it looked like the Patriots.
yeah.
Or freaking the Bills or the Ravens.
They turned Daniel Jones into the superback, not just a superback. He's the superback.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
And so I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on Miami? Is it a true shit show, or do you think it's going to start?
I had high hopes for him coming into the season, and like we said with the Carolina, they may still turn it around. It may be fine, but as of right now, it looks like a true shit show. And it may be Mike McDaniels being the buddy coach, the friendly coach, rather than the authoritarian. And that it may just come down to that. But they have the talent. They have a lot of talent out on the field. And Tua, I don't know if it's the concussions or what. But he's taken such a downward turn.
Yeah, it's like
almost
everybody's
hard
got
to
an
believe.
attitude. He's got attitude. Tyreek's got attitude. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Watching the few like sets of the, I watch Red Zone most of the time. I don't really sit and watch every game, but like the few sets you see, it just seemed like everything was behind for them. Like there was something, not the timing was off. It just didn't seem cohesive. It didn't.
Well,
seem
if
like it
you
was
were
meshing.
watching Red Zone, you didn't see much of them.
Oh no, I know, but I mean, it
Facts.
just
The
when it
only
did
reason
pop
I knew how
up.
bad the Panthers were because I was listening to them, which was even worse than watching them.
Yeah, it didn't look good in what little bit I seen, and then you go back and look at the stats and kind of look over it. It really doesn't feel good. So
Yeah.
I mean, it could be week one jitters. Everything turns around. We see something different next week, but I don't know.
Well, give me your shit show, Baker.
Okay, I guess off the cuff again. Let's go with the Giants. Not that they thought they were doing any better by getting Russell Wilson in there over Daniel Jones and changing it around, but their run game tanked. They had twice the run game with Daniel Jones behind the thing. Nobody could run the ball. Nobody could catch the ball. Nobody could throw the ball. All in all, I don't know. I'm looking. They scored 6 points, and I really don't know where that came from. I know that they kicked 2 field goals. I don't see how they got that close. It was so bad. Russell Wilson looked like he should have retired 2 years ago. Their defense last year was like top 4, top 5, and just collectively this year. I know it's against the Commanders. Don't get me wrong. I know the Commanders got a decent defense. I know they got a high-powered offense. Everything's working good for them, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. This just looked terrible. Like, I would have imagined if I had to guess this game was going to be more along the lines of like 20-28 or something, not 6-21, and Russell Wilson just did nothing. I mean, if you had Wilson anywhere you waited and drafted him late, you were so mad.
Man, I don't remember his exact stats, but I know that he threw the ball 30-something times and it was
37.
Under 200 passing yards.
He had 17 completions for 168 yards. He had 8 carries for 44 yards. He was almost a superback for attempts, not for actual yardage.
So bad.
It was terrible. I mean, even look at Tracy carried 10 times for 24 yards. Scatterboot 2 times for -3 yards.
Oh, trust me.
Like it was. Yeah, they're definitely there.
No, they should be. But I was gonna. Oh, I know where they are. They'll be in toaster roast.
But at these stat lines, I mean, Devin Singletary carried 3 times for 9 yards, and he had the best overall average.
Yeah, they should have let him carry more.
Hey, dude. Or Russell Wilson, he went 8 for 44. He's the best running back on their team, apparently.
That offensive line is trash.
It's garbage
bro.
can.
Well,
everything's
I forget the guy's name, but they got their best player's injured right now.
What's his name? Andrews. And
it starts with an A. I do.
Yeah.
It's like Antoli or something like that.
Anatoly.
oh God, he was a Georgia boy too. I hate myself for forgetting that.
There's reports, unconfirmed reports, that Daboll went to the ownership to get permission, which is even crazy to even think this, that a head coach has got to get permission to play somebody, but he went to get permission to play Jackson Dart. And they said no. And the belief is because the O-line is garbage can.
Yeah, you're just throwing him to the wolves.
Right.
Yeah,
and so they want to wait
ruined.
until that dude is back to try to make sure he's got the best protection possible before he gets to start over Russell Wilson.
Then put Jameis out there. It can't be much worse. Let him throw interceptions.
Yeah, that's the other side of the coin. Yeah.
I mean, like, I just figured Russell would have been a little better than what we saw. And it's so bad.
One thing we know.
Shit show.
Wandale's still on pace to get his 140
no,
targets.
he's definitely.
He's got to get 140 targets and 600 yards again.
He will definitely do that because I think he had like 8 targets that game.
I mean, that's a hell of a route runner.
Mm-hmm. He had 8 targets, 6 receptions for 55 yards.
But they were so bad that it makes me think Daniel Jones might not have been the problem all along.
Well, here, I did want to talk about that real quick. So we look at we're going to take a little side here because I wanted to bring it up. I wasn't sure where to bring it up, but since you brought that up, I'll bring it up. So these quarterbacks are doing something interesting that I think is helping rejuvenate their career. So Baker Mayfield, after he went to Carolina and then he went to the 49ers and was hung out there with Shanahan, had that one great Thursday night win, and then went to Tampa and boom, his career is great. And then you have Sam Darnold goes to Minnesota last year, has a great year. Boom, he's in Seattle, looked great this weekend. And then you had Daniel Jones last year, if you guys remember, he went to Minnesota after he got cut from the Giants, and he just hung out there. He was kind of the backup. And I think, these good coaches, these quote unquote quarterback whisperers or whatever you want to say, these guys are realizing that, hey, if I'm going to be cut and I'm going to have a down year, or I'm going to be kicked off a team that I really wanted to be on, at some point I need to find a way to get to one of these systems where I know I'm not going to be the guy in that system. but I can be under the tutelage of some very smart offensive and quarterback minds. I can see how they prepare, how they do their things, and maybe get a better idea, especially if you're someone like Daniel Jones. If you look at what the Giants have been since he's been there, there's been no real continuity for a coach. There's been no real consistent type winning atmosphere or even ownership or front office. And so to go to a place like Minnesota where it's like, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're doing. You see what happened Monday night with Minnesota and how he handled J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy looked like straight ass beginning of that game.
For three
and then he threw that
straight
pick
quarters.
six, and everybody's like, oh, it's toast. He's done. Now, a lot of coaches at that point would have just said, all right, from here now, we're just going to do little screen passes, little short dump passes. We're going to protect our guy. He just threw a pick six. We're going to try to get out of this as unscathed as possible. He didn't do that. He started running a running back out there who was getting plus yardage, who was helping take some pressure off the defense, and then he let him throw those shots downfield. He hit Aaron Jones for that touchdown. He let him run that ball. He got him back in that game, but he allowed him to mess up, and then he allowed him the room to get back in that game and to show what he could do. And it was, he didn't overcoach him or overprotect him, but he and so I think there's something to be said for what Daniel Jones has done. He's gone to the Colts after being in Minnesota, and maybe it was like a reset for him. And it's going to be interesting to see, when you have these guys that we think are toast, it's like, this guy's garbage. Even like a Bryce Young, in a couple of years, he may be out of Carolina. We're like, this dude's trash. He may go to a place like Minnesota or freaking the Rams or
Las
San
Vegas.
Francisco and sit under O'Connell or McVay or a Shanahan and be a backup. And then the next thing you know, they're in a place like Vegas where they're the starter and they're balling, And so I just wonder, Daniel Jones, I don't know that he was ever good or great. He was really good in college. He shouldn't have been drafted where he was drafted, but he was. But he really showed something.
What he got paid, but then he did have that one good year, like where
Dayball's second season, I believe.
Second season, yeah.
He lit it up out there, and he looked good.
And he wasn't like terrible before Dayball got there. I mean, he wasn't great, but it was like he saw flashes of stuff. So I think there's something to be said for that, and I think it's something we need to pay attention to. Now, if you see a quarterback get cut, thrown to the scrap heap, and he ends up on one of these teams, then we say, oh, we'll see where he goes next year.
Yeah, let's see.
He might be something sneaky to look into, because those guys will only bring him in if they think they got something to build upon, And so you look at Baker Mayfield's rejuvenated his career. It looks like Daniel Jones is on the way to rejuvenating his career. Sam Darnold's on the way to rejuvenating his. Geno Smith even. And Geno wasn't technically there, but Geno was, he was kind of under that same thing, which is the head coach of the Panthers right now, which is still not working out. So we'll see. But I just wanted to throw that on the table. So that was your shit show, right? Or your shit show. All right. Well,
Yes,
from that,
my shit show was the Giants.
we're going to go in. We're going to hit on some top performers real quick. We don't spend a ton of time here. Josh Allen balled out. That was a great game. I know you like if you went to sleep.
Oh no, I didn't sleep.
No, if you went to sleep at like when you were like, oh, they're down by 15.
Yeah, you hated yourself when you woke up the next morning and missed the greatest comeback of all time.
Yes, but Josh Allen finished the on the week as the number 1 QB. Justin Fields number 2 QB, which we talked about how great that was, and we just talked about Daniel Jones. I mean, they had the same score, but he's in the number 3 QB. Lamar Jackson,
should be.
yeah. Lamar Jackson balled out almost 30 points. Even in that losing effort,
Essentially the same score. I mean, it's 0.1 point. Yeah.
Justin Herbert had a great week. We talked a little bit about him. Mahomes actually had a really good week. He ran in a touchdown, threw for one, and I think threw for, was it 2? But he got back up in that realm where we expect to see him.
Yeah, exactly.
So talk about climbing back up into that realm. Aaron Rodgers was the QB7 on the week.
He's in a completely different neighborhood right now.
4 touchdowns. Yes. Yeah. Jalen Hurts is doing what Jalen Hurts does, getting almost 25 points. Caleb Williams, surprisingly, he didn't look like he deserved to get 24 points.
No, it was.
He didn't. When he was playing good in the first half, I didn't think he was playing good. Look, I can go on a whole nother tangent here.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, to me, is not a good quarterback. The first half, he didn't want to play on schedule. He was running out of the pocket. He made some really good, very athletic throws. And the second half, you could tell it was a concerted effort to keep him in the pocket, and then he was overthrowing the ball, underthrowing the ball.
Timing was off. He was looking at reads wrong.
And
it was
Ben Johnson you could tell on the sidelines. Ben Johnson is frustrated. And so
Caleb was frustrated.
Yeah.
It's like it's you, dude. You're the one not throwing the ball on time.
I don't know that Caleb is. He's somebody who can play in that type of offense. But anyway, Michael Penix. We just did. Well, we'll throw JJ in there. JJ also with the 11. Michael Penix. Was
you can
top
only
10.
do JJ because he did it all in the fourth quarter of the game.
He did.
That dude had like 1.3 points going into the fourth quarter.
He did what I like to call the Cam Newton.
Oh yeah.
When I used to have Cam Newton, I'd be 3 quarters. I'd have 2 points. It'd be the worst thing ever, and then he'd get 3 touchdowns.
Drew Brees would do the same thing. There'd be a game where they'd be losing by 26 points, and all of a sudden, third or fourth quarter, he'd get you 3 touchdowns and 185 yards out of nowhere.
Those guys that come alive after the defense gets tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, whatever works,
it takes.
man.
Put the points on the board.
That's called the rope-a-dope, man.
Yeah.
You sit there on the ropes until they get tired of punching, and then you punch back.
Yep.
All right, Dinosaur Henry is the QB or RB1 on the week. He got almost 30 points. He looked like a beast, except for that fumble. He's still out there. I mean, I told you, if he gets over 2,000 yards this year, he's in an Adam Sandler movie.
He's got
Adam Sandler confirmed that
he's going to do it at this rate. He'll do it next week.
Bijan looked good in the pass game, not so good in the run game. We got to get the efficiency up there. I don't know what's going on there. Javonte Williams surprised everybody, I think, in the whole world.
I knew it.
Except for maybe you, by looking fairly solid.
I was thinking about that during the game. I was like, oh, he's going to be happy. Shit.
I'm like, I got points on him and I played him too. I played him in almost every team I have. I put him out there.
Because every team you have had him.
I've had him for years. I actually played him over a couple people like Mixon and.
Well, Mixon's out, bro.
That's the joke. Yeah,
I got you. My bad. McCaffrey doing McCaffrey things, getting almost 20 points with no touchdowns. James Cook, surprised. I did not think he was that high, but he
had a great game.
He had a great game. Yeah, I was surprised it was such a good game, though. Honestly, with the Ravens, they normally kind of slow him down some, but they didn't this time.
Travis Etienne had a great game because he played the Panthers defense and he owned them. Chuba Hubbard right up under him for Carolina.
He played the Jaguars defense. And
RB7. Saquon Barkley just doing Saquon things, getting in the top 10. Brees Hall also in the top 10, looked good out there. Devon Achane, which was surprising, he was the only good thing that came out of Miami.
It was for literally the only thing.
That shows how good he is, though.
Yeah.
Devon is a great running back.
Yeah. And he's getting, especially if he gets targets.
Yeah, exactly. Especially receiving, man.
Aaron Jones, I didn't think he looked great running the ball, but he looked great receiving the ball.
That fourth quarter, he had an 8-yard run and a 9-yard run right there.
Which got his average up to like 1.5.
They got it up to almost 3.5, but yeah.
I thought Jordan Mason looked like the better runner.
Mason definitely looked like the better runner throughout the entire game collectively.
Yeah, but I think those two together are going to be
dangerous. Yeah.
Then Bill Krosky Merritt coming in there at the top 10. J.K. Dobbins, that one also surprised me because, again, we watch Red Zone, so when we get to watch the whole game, I didn't see a ton of J.K. Dobbins on the Red Zone.
That much work.
And then I went and looked at the stat sheet, and I'm like, oh, thank God.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Jacobs grinded out 13.5 points. Kyron Williams, 13.4. Dylan Sampson, that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. I think Ford's toast. I was wrong. I'll go ahead and say that I was wrong. I thought Ford was going to be better, and he did not look good at all. He looked slower. He looked like if Aaron Jones lost a leg.
Well, he looked like if he was running with Aaron Jones on his back.
Yes.
That's how slow he was running.
He looked like if he was running with Aaron Jones on his back, and I'm on Aaron Jones's back.
Hey, I tried to tell everyone about Dylan Sampson, though.
The
guy is dynamic.
He's electric, dude.
Yeah.
Boogie, woogie.
Especially in that pass game. Like, he looked way better in the pass game than he did in the run.
And I think that's even when Quinshawn comes in, they're still going to use him.
They're saying he may
game.
play this week, but I think that he's got juice. He's got juice.
And Quinshawn's only going to be practicing this week, so it's going to ramp up. So you at least get a few 4 or 5 weeks out of him.
You got an old man at the helm in Flacco right now.
Yeah.
And Flacco.
Let's be easy on the old man thing.
He
Okay?
does.
Let's just be easy
We're
on
talking
that.
football, old man.
That's
He's
true. I
ancient for
he-
football.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
he's definitely way older than me in football years.
But it's like you know a lot of these like Aaron Rodgers and Flacco, these older guys, once they get comfortable with something, they don't like a lot of change once the game script
Get off my
moving
lawn,
and everything.
man.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know that Quinshawn's going to come in and just start taking anything from Dylan.
Well,
He hasn't practically done anything. So
if he can't pass protect, he definitely won't be
he won't.
taking over Ford.
Yeah,
Ford will
no.
still get used for that. I will say this too: Aaron Jones is really good at the pass protecting. Some of the blitzes Aaron Jones picked up for JJ were elite
as an
level.
all-around running
Yeah.
back, that dude is fucking money. He really is. Aaron Jones is.
All right, wide receiver wise, Zay Flowers looked great out
Score,
there,
baby.
man. I feel like I've never been huge on Zay Flowers, but I think this year I'm going to eat everything I've ever thought bad about him
I
if he
fucking
stays
love
healthy.
it.
Quentin Johnson, I don't know how
Fluke.
he does it, dude.
Don't get too hyped up over week one. That dude's toast. I don't know. I don't think it's.
I mean, he looked great though.
He did, but
Listen,
it was.
my
There
ball
was 2 catches that he looked like he was concentrating so hard on getting the ball in his hands before he did anything that I was like, okay, that he's not going to have that much time when the defense has figured this out. So.
And I think all the other weapons out there is really helping
it
him.
opens it up a lot. Yeah, Keenan
Absolutely.
Allen and Ladd
Absolutely.
McConkey. Yeah,
Well, and the other thing is I think he doesn't have a fear that if I miss it, I'm not going to get another opportunity. Because it seems like if he does drop a pass that he shouldn't drop, it's like the next play they throw it to him again.
yeah. They're like, okay, here's your
Herbert's
second chance.
He's like, I got you, homie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Emeka Buka, man, this guy is so good.
Money.
Look,
Yes.
I think I really love him. My bold prediction. I really think that he's going to get the 120 targets, and I think next year he's going to be a top first round redraft pick.
100%.
Yeah.
He's even just when he's running his routes out there, not even getting targeted. Dude,
Yeah.
is just pulling. He's drawing defenses.
He could be the future of Tampa at wide receiver.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
He could be
Yes.
the
Yeah.
Jamar Chase type receiver for Tampa moving forward.
100%. Yes.
Keon Coleman looked really good. I was pleasantly surprised of his utilization and the target share. He's somebody, if he's on waivers, you need to go get him.
Yes.
Debo Samuel looked great. He ran the ball, caught the ball. It looked like old Debo out there. And it took away from McLaurin. Garrett Wilson looked good. We talked about that earlier. He finally got some really good targets. Puka, man, you talk about somebody to take some fucking hits, bro.
So how do you like you fall on the ground and you stand up and they're like, oh, you got a concussion, come off the field, but you get hit and your head splits open, you bleed everywhere, and they're like, there's no concussion, get back in the game.
No, they didn't. No, they made him leave.
Well, for a minute,
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
to go
out of
stop the
game for
bleeding.
a
he
while.
missed 2
Yeah.
plays and came
Yeah.
right back into the game. So you can have a concussion or not. They'll figure it out over there. It's so
I
weird.
wasn't watching when that happened, but
Oh,
I
he got-
got the notifications and
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
Oh.
shit, he's
He
out.
stood
He
up
got
and it was
hit
just blood,
twice.
dude.
Yeah.
He got hit twice. It was like it was one hit, and then as he turned to push through him,
Yes.
he got hit again.
Yes.
And it was like boom, boom. And then
Yeah.
he's just got blood pouring out. And I'm like, that dude's out. He's out the rest of the game.
But he
2
was
plays
laughing.
later.
He was standing there with blood, like smiling. And I was
That's
like,
because he's a
Like-
psychopath.
Like 5 minutes later, I get another notification like Puka just caught a 25-yard.
Yep. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what
I
I'm
was
saying.
like, what the hell? I thought he was in the locker room.
and then they sent him off the field again because his bandage and the helmet wasn't working right and is pushing it down and is still bleeding. So
bleeding
after he
out.
caught that 25-yard pass, they sent him off the field again to go get the bandage redone to stuff it up under his helmet the right way.
So crazy, man. So crazy.
Michael Pittman, look, I was on him. Baker was on him. We felt like he was still going to be the target leader out of Indianapolis.
He's
and
the
after
best
game
receiver
one,
there, man.
it looks like it's that way. He's that good of a route runner. It's going to be, if Daniel Jones is going to play that good, Michael Pittman's going to be really good this season.
Yes.
Keenan Allen, pleasantly surprised about how much usage he got in that with the Chargers. Marvin Harrison, it's funny as if you look at the stat sheet, it looks like they had a really good game. I did not.
No, it didn't seem like that good of a game watching it.
No,
Yeah.
it didn't look
But
like it.
in
No.
Kyler's defense, I guess he was up at like 4 a.m. puking and diarrhea.
Shitting everywhere.
Dude was not doing too good.
Yeah.
That's
That's why he was on the
is
injury
going to be
report.
money all season as long as Bo Nix is healthy.
That's true.
Bo Nix
If nobody
loves
else
Courtland
is,
Sutton.
it will be Courtland
He loves-
Sutton.
And if he's going to throw 2 interceptions, the other team's defense is
Yeah,
going to be
exactly.
Calvin Austin. Hey, I don't know, man.
Aaron Rodgers has the guys he likes.
Yeah, just go get this guy off waivers. Go get him.
I bet I bet Calvin Austin called up all of. He didn't call up Devontae Adams. He called up the Alan Lazard,
Romeo Dobbs, and
Romeo Dobbs, the guys, the second tier guys that get hyper targeted by Aaron Rodgers. Like, how did you guys do it? And they're like, you got to fondle the balls, man.
What steakhouse does he like?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to see videos in 2 weeks where he's sitting at lunch with Robert Tonyan talking about how'd you get 12 targets in one game and 3 touchdowns,
Yeah, we're going to find out like Calvin Austin and Robert Tonyan are like really good friends. We're like, oh, now it all makes sense.
Oh, man.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, here's a little stat for you. He had 50% target share.
That's
50%
gold.
Target share. That's insanity.
That's gold. I love that. Now given it's Sam Darnold target share, and we saw the old Sam Darnold this week.
Yeah,
so.
a little bit. But here's another one. Hollywood Brown. He had a 42% target share.
That's
for the Chiefs.
Once Xavier Worthy went out, yeah, Marquise Brown was the dude. I noticed that.
I'm not saying those are going to continue, but that's interesting.
After a horrible drop, also.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which you got to expect one out of Marquise Brown. At least one.
Oh, absolutely. At least
one
went 3
drop.
touchdowns
That's
in one
true.
game, like it was.
I was watching, like, there's no way he's going to throw to him again. That's it. He's done for the game. And nope, just peppered him after that.
I was like, come on, throw to Juju. Throw to Juju.
Yeah.
Throw to Juju. I'm the only person in the world rooting for Juju to get targets right now.
CeeDee Lamb, he missed 2 really good passes. One he had to extend his body for, but one was right in the bread basket.
Yeah, it was right in his,
but he still finished in the top 15. Jacoby Myers looked pretty decent out there. That's pretty much all we need to talk about. Justin Jefferson was meh. Ricky Pearsall, okay. Hit the tight ends real fast, quick, in a hurry.
That's how we roll.
Brock Bowers didn't even play the whole game. He's a tight end 1 on the week. Dalton Kincaid, surprisingly good. I take back everything I said that was negative about Dalton Kincaid. He is going to be a integral part of that offense, it looks like. So,
might I add, a 3rd-year tight end.
Yes. Travis Kelce, he got the touchdown, saved the week, but he was not heavily involved. Speaking of heavily involved, we'll talk more about him in a minute, but Juwan Johnson.
He was only heavily involved, no touchdowns.
Heavily, not heavenly.
Heavenly, yes.
Yeah, Bowers is heavenly involved.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren, I like his involvement in the first game. That was nice to see. He finished at the top 5 tight end of the week. And Laporta was okay. Fant was good. Kittle didn't make the whole game, but he still was good in the top. And then Zach Ertz. And the Harold Fannin Jr. is the one that's like, what is going on with Cleveland? Because we thought Njoku was besties with Flacco, but it looks like Harold.
I think the defenses thought that too, and they kind of said, you know what, Njoku, you're not even going to get looked at because we're going to put 12 guys on you, and they're going to look at somebody else they've never even talked about.
If you're going to the bathroom,
Fannin.
hurry up because we're about to hit the FTG.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this, though. If Harold Fannin breaks out this season, I got to give you props because I haven't heard anybody call that name besides you.
Yeah. I called it because of his college production. He had an over 20% target share when he was in college, and he had it's kind of the same thing with Kyron Williams. He had a bad combine, but before the combine, he was celebrated as a top one of his
up
position.
There with Warren
right.
And
then he had a bad combine and everybody forgot about him. And it's like, I get the combine's important, but you cannot discount what they did in college.
Yeah.
And so, Fannin was really good in college. And so he's just kind of somebody's, but my only concern was I didn't think it would happen this quick because of Njoku.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to continue every week, but he definitely showed that he's got ball skills. So,
yeah. Flacco was like, hey, let's try the kid out. So.
Yeah. They should have won that game, by the way.
Yes.
The Bengals did not deserve to win that game.
The Bengals slightly wanted to win just a little bit more than the Browns.
Just barely.
Well, the kicker for Cleveland was like, I want the Bengals to win slightly more. All right. Well, let's hit on. Let's do a little bit of therapy. This cathartic therapy. Let's hit on that fuck that guy. You got something for it too?
No. I mean, I've always got something, but
oh no, I know what it was.
Ready with me
It was
as
the
I'm going to show you where I got my intro.
Did you get an ad?
Just ignore it. Yeah, like it's just out of nowhere.
Didn't you have one with the how the machine
Oh
goes?
no, I got plenty of that, but I don't know what's going on
The
here because it's
secret
doing. I got the secret. I got the secret.
You can't figure out how to close the ad.
That is so stupid,
All right,
man.
there's one with the it's like get on the floor or something. We gotta find it, dude. It's on there, I promise.
Everything's this. No,
That one's good. I like that one. FBI, open up! Okay, that kind of works.
Open up!
It can all work out.
Fuck
you.
I'm going to kick it off with a quarterback wide receiver duo that need to be thrown out because they just fucked so many fantasy teams. There are people who purposely went out to get this stack, and that's Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. Those two together have set so many people up for success, and then the first week they came out and they just shit all over their fantasy hopes and dreams.
Yes.
Burrow put up a whopping 8.8 fantasy points, and then Jamar Chase put up a whopping 3.6. So I want to say, from us to them, fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck them guys. Fuck those guys.
All right, give me one, Baker. Or however you want to do it.
Let's go with another quarterback. Another guy that, after a big season last year, everybody was drafting late in drafts going, this is going to be my guy. We're not going to have to worry about it. I'm going to set it and forget it. But Bo Nix.
Yes.
Oh, that was mine.
Did I steal your quarterback?
Yeah, 100% stole
I
it.
did. Or I got 12 other ones. So,
Well, pick another one. We'll let him have next.
Okay, well, then let's go with Tua Tagovailoa.
Oh, God.
In the dumpster fire of the Dolphins. Another one that everybody was looking at drafting late and going, this guy can give me 14 points a week. And you know what he didn't do is get anywhere near that. So I didn't write points down, but I know it wasn't that good. So
I didn't write him down either because I didn't even think he was worthy to be in the segment. But
it's like one of those.
Look, I had him in a lineup, so
That's what I'm saying.
him here. Yeah.
I had him in 2 lineups. Now they were dynasty, and I'm not proud of it. But
I'm not proud of it. Mine's a super flex.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is a quarterback.
I would never have had him in a single quarterback.
But everybody's looking at this guy going, he had weeks last year where he was top 12, top 10, and you can get him in like the second to last round of your drafts, especially in Superflex, like on redraft and stuff. And he didn't do any of that for anybody. He lost you weeks.
Yes.
Because it was not good.
Yeah, and basically he couldn't get the ball to his receivers either. So
exactly.
Yeah. So from us to Tua, fuck that guy.
All right. Well, it's already been alluded to.
Oh, that's my bad. That's
foreshadowing.
I ruined that part right there.
It is Beauregard Bocephus Nix, and I want to add
that's his government name.
Beauregard. I love that.
I love the fact that his name's Beauregard Bocephus.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
technically he's Bobo Nix.
Bobo Nix.
Bobo. That's his nickname, Bobo. I'm a great journalist, so I dig
It
deep.
sounds like it.
What?
Can I have one of those?
Oh, my bad.
But I do want to add that Nix is slang term for nothing or nada
True.
or cancel, because
Nix
that.
Yeah.
that in the bud.
Yep.
yeah, because if this continues, he's going to be nixed off of everyone's roster.
Yep.
Hopefully, we can turn it around. Now they did win the game.
Yeah, those 2 picks didn't help him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won NFL wise. They got the job done, but they weren't playing the Titans.
Yeah, exactly. 40 attempts, 25 completions, 8.8 points total, 1 TD, 2 interceptions.
I just had to put it out there for him.
That is garbage.
It's pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
All right. Well, I'm going to hit a trifecta of running backs just because they're not necessarily household names, but they need to be mentioned. And we can just hit it, and and as soon as I give the name of the points, we'll say fuck that guy. Okay.
Yep.
Jerome Ford 1 point. Fuck that guy. Isaiah Pacheco 3.8 points. Fuck that guy. And David Montgomery 6.3 points. Fuck that guy. These are three guys that people had in their rosters, maybe me, I don't know, and they did not perform well. They hurt them. They made them cry while they were watching their football, and they made them put their phones down and swear to never watch football again. I'm not naming any names, but it's rhymes with Daniel, and I was upset with these guys personally. And therefore, I wanted to bring them to the table here. So that's three running backs I had to get off my chest.
The last time you had to get three backs off your chest.
That's how we met.
I mean, I was a back, but I wasn't there for anything other than money. So,
well, baby got back.
Yes, I do got that. All right, so I guess I'll throw a trifecta of running backs. I could throw a trifecta of running backs out there too, I guess.
All right, well, don't steal buses this time.
I intentionally read his list. I set up for this.
You quit cheating off of bus's paper.
No, I had to cheat so that it's not that big of a deal when I talk about him. Anywho, how about Tyrone Tracy for the Giants, which everybody thought was going to be the guy, even though Scatterboo was coming there, you kind of expected a little more out of it.
Yeah,
but he got you
guy.
4.5 points, which is partly because they suck.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hit it. We're gonna do them all together. Or we're gonna do them one at a time.
We're going to do them all together. I'm just going to run through the
Okay,
point system here. Next one is Ramondre Stevenson, who's supposed to be the guy, even though a lot of us said, his rookie counterpart is going to take. I didn't think it was going to be this quick.
Yeah,
but
that's what she
Ramondre
said.
Stevenson, 3.7 points, trash. Also, Tony Pollard, starting dude, you're the man. This is an offense that's supposed to be
Killed me. Absolutely fucking killed me. I had a trade offer to get Javonte Williams.
Oh,
and oh my God, there's one other guy. I can't remember who the other one was, but it was two really good
probably
players.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh my God, no, it was Javonte Williams, and it was maybe it might have been Quentin Johnson or Hollywood Brown, something like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere that's here for Tony Pollard, and I turned it down. Right, it was literally like Saturday, and I want to. I've been trying to build a time machine ever since.
I feel like
you're not getting it now.
That's what I'm saying. If you can't figure out a time machine, there's other options you have to look into. But
just quitting fantasy football.
Just getting rid of it all altogether. Exactly.
Hey, can we run that trade back?
But Tony Pollard, Tyrone Tracy, and Ramondre Stevenson, for us that kind of hoped you would have at least week one value.
Right.
Fuck those guys.
The only thing I can add to that out of running back is Kenneth Walker.
Oh my God. It's about to be oh my God, the backup. What's the backup?
Charbonnet.
It's about to be Charbonnet's backfield.
Yeah, it's almost inevitable at this point. Now, Kenneth Walker has always been a great running back, very dynamic, but he's losing it over the past season and the first game of this season. He's losing it.
I'm gonna take your words and say that he was ass meat.
He was freshly ground.
That's
ass
what it is.
meat.
Freshly ground. I couldn't remember the descriptive. Freshly ground ass meat.
That's what he is.
Was.
On sale at
that is still that is
clearance.
When you
it's on clearance right now.
That in the league, I can't even remember who the player was, but when you type that in the league chat, I laughed about that all day. That is one of my favorite fresh. I use ass meat now. I got regurgitated ass meat. I got rancid ass meat, but freshly ground ass meat is still the best one.
It's the top. Yeah, it's definitely the
Who
top.
was it? It was Alabama quarterback that went to the Patriots.
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones
was
Mac
freshly ground ass meat. Yep.
Absolutely.
Was freshly ground ass meat.
All right. So, oh God. Anyway, back to your guy.
Yeah.
This other Kenneth Walker, freshly ground ass meat.
Now he only got 3 targets and 3 receptions, so that's
never really been his game. His game is the run game, and he couldn't do that either.
10 attempts for 20 yards. So
let me do the math real quick. Hold on. Hit the. Hold on.
2 + 2 is 4. -1, that's 3. Quick maths.
Yeah, so
that's way more than he averaged per carry.
Yeah.
2 yards
way
per carry.
more than he averaged per carry.
3.9 points total.
That's so bad.
Fresh
But
ground ass meat.
even his 3 receptions, he gained a total of 4 yards.
Nice.
That's terrible.
All right, I'm gonna hit a
We're going to say fuck that guy or what's
I'm
up?
sorry. Yeah, absolutely. To
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker. Fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm going to give I'm going to hit some wide receivers right now. Josh Downs, 2.2 points. Fuck that guy. Terry McLaurin, 3.7 points.
Fuck that guy.
I'll let you have this one. I'm sure he's on your list. Let me go with George Pickens, 4.5 points.
Man. Fuck that guy.
And
That
as
hurts.
much as I hate to say it, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Oh, man.
6.5 fantasy points.
I was so upset about that.
But we have to
too.
do it. Fuck that guy. And then I'm going to hit 2 tight ends. Hawkinson, 3 points. Fuck that guy. And then Njoku, 5.2 points.
Yuck.
Fuck that guy. All right. I want to make sure you have this guy on your list right here, because you have been down on him all year.
I was going to put him on there, but I was like, he doesn't rate being on this list.
Like, you want me to bring it up, or do you want to bring him up?
Bring him up.
All right.
I don't want to say his name.
Nico Collins, hey, he had 4 fantasy points. Baker's been down on him. I figured you.
I called it. I called it.
Hey, look, he's going to be better.
No, I know.
But this week he deserves me on
it
the
was
list.
very bad,
So
yes.
to Nico,
Fuck that guy. And from me to Nico, fuck that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Kindly.
you
Very kindly. I mean it wholeheartedly.
don't mean it the same way you mean when you say DK, though.
No, not even the same definition in any way. There's way different definitions there. But
All right.
I guess I got a couple.
Do you have any quarterbacks or no? Because
I have 3. I have 2 that are sitting here. One is yes, definitely needs to be brought up. The other one's like we could bring up or not, but it's mainly because of how.
Well,
it
bring
finished
up your
last year.
2 because I got a couple. Unless, do you have any more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got 2 more.
All right. Well,
More
we'll just
quarterbacks.
go.
You got any quarterbacks?
No.
So you got
All right.
wide receiver and tight end.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
so quick call on the quarterbacks.
right.
Dak Prescott.
Oh, yeah.
7.82.
Yeah.
This dude we thought was going to come back to the Dak of old and did not
listen,
happen.
first of all, he looked good.
Oh yeah. It's
CD let him. Had CD made those 2 catches, I think this would be a whole different conversation. He may not have been top performer, but I don't think he'd be on the list.
yeah. That's true.
So
That's
in
true.
Dak's defense, but he did throw some murder balls. So
And he also didn't
for
even
Jake
throw-
Ferguson, who
Yeah,
actually
who got destroyed, yeah.
So I'm sure he would. He is glad he's on this list.
He's definitely-
for murder balls and for only getting 7.8 points.
I mean, you got CeeDee Lamb and you got George Pickens out there, and George Pickens kind of minded his own through most of the game.
Yeah.
It's only
And
twice.
George Pickens didn't even fight anybody.
He tried twice. Rewatched the game.
bad.
There were a couple. There were 2 times
I should've
when
known.
that dude
I
was
should've
gonna
known he couldn't
level
get
him.
out of a
Oh
game
man,
without fighting
it was.
somebody.
I was like, that's the Pickens I love right there. I don't even care if he catches anything. I
You
wish
would
I got
love it
points.
because you're not covering him. If you're not covering him, you'd be fighting him.
Oh, that's exactly correct. But yeah, no, there were 2 instances where I was like, we're gonna get it right here, and it didn't follow all the way through. But yeah, Dak Prescott 7.82 points, and Sam Darnold. And I only bring him up because I only bring him up on this list because last season Sam Darnold finished as like a top 6 quarterback,
Yeah.
and a lot of people drafted him thinking he's going to the Seahawks. He's still going to finish top 12, and they're going to wait around for it. And this dude put up 4.4 points.
Yeah, I guess he deserves to be on the list. I didn't even consider putting him on the list because I don't think about Sam Darnold.
Well, and that's the thing is like if he didn't have such a great year last year, there's no reason we would bring him up. But a lot of people drafted this
so
guy.
you're saying he earned this?
This is what this
Last
is.
year he earned this.
Exactly. He built his career last year to earn this. Fuck that guy right now.
All right. Well, let's give it to him.
Let's do it.
All right. First of all, to Dak Prescott.
Fuck that guy. And Sam
I want
Darnold.
to say a little softer to Dak.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. I'm sorry, man. This really wasn't 100% your fault.
That guy. Yeah, it was kind of that. But the Sam Darnold, this is
he's
your fault.
from the chest.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that guy. All right, I'll hit 2 more. We'll get the quarterbacks out of the way, and then we'll let Bus bring.
Let Bus run it down.
All right. Well, I have a couple. No, I got them all. All right. So I have C.J. Stroud 9.7 points and Jared Goff 11.9. I only bring them into the fold because people started them with some hopes and dreams and all that. But CJ Stroud's been kind of ass since his first year. So, maybe he don't deserve to be on the list anymore until he picks it back up. And then Jared Goff is a top 10 QB in fantasy. So he definitely deserves to be on the list.
Yes.
So to CJ Stroud, fuck that guy. And then to Jared Goff, 11.9 points. Fuck that guy. All right. What you got over there, Bus?
For wide receiver, this guy, I actually broke one of my rules this year because I have never been one to draft a WR2 for a team early in drafts or somewhat
You
early
took T. Higgins,
for this
didn't
guy.
you?
No, it wasn't T. Higgins.
He needs to be on the list.
Yeah,
Fuck
he
you,
does.
Fuck
He
that guy.
does.
Fuck T.
But the
Higgins.
other guy that is on the list is Devonta Smith.
Oh yeah.
I forgot you had him. Okay,
The guy
that's why
has
it's crossed
been-
off my list.
Yeah, exactly. The guy has been so good over the past few seasons that I step out of my comfort zone and I'm like, okay, he's worthy of a decently high draft pick for a WR2, right? I take him and he shits the bed on the first week.
Same.
16 total yards on 3 receptions, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Ass.
At least you know what, and at least he got 3 receptions because his counterpart on the other side of the field,
Got
AJ Brown,
Yeah,
got
even
one.
Worse.
Yeah.
Even worse.
So worse, and he's not on any of our lists. I don't think.
How the fuck?
Even though he
you
should
know what?
be.
I didn't scroll down far enough.
Yeah,
That's the problem. I didn't scroll down far enough.
I wrote AJ Brown under Devonta because I thought it would get brought up together, but I didn't. I didn't look at it. I don't know what his
I didn't
actual
scroll down
points
far
are.
enough on the list
To know,
to
man,
remember.
I tell you,
Yes,
I
AJ
didn't forget.
Brown, everybody,
Look,
fuck that guy.
Look, AJ Brown is my 9/11. I'm never going to forget. It's never going to happen.
You know what? 9/11 is also your 9/11, right?
That's true. That's how I remember September's the month 9.
That was pretty good. That was pretty
Oh,
good.
God. All right, Devonta Smith. Fuck that guy.
We're all off, but we got it. We got through that.
Yeah, you know
Listen,
what?
I got one more. It's a tight end. But after I do this, I want to read to you one of my teams. But Mark Andrews.
Oh, yeah.
One damn point. One reception.
He needs to be
for
retired.
5
He needs to be
yards.
retired from this list until.
But
he
wait,
goes-
wasn't likely wasn't out there? No,
Yeah.
he wasn't.
No.
He was likely wasn't out there at all.
Yeah.
So,
No.
so what's the reason for this?
but was a low scoring game? Oh no,
No,
they
it was a
put
high
out,
scoring game.
40
It
points.
wasn't that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And that
did
was-
Lamar throw for like 100 yards? Or
No. He threw for a shit ton of yards.
Yeah, like what? So why is Mark Andrews?
because
not-
he's a busted old fuck.
I wouldn't say that. There's,
Don't tell him I said
maybe
that, though.
Yeah,
maybe
I know.
it's scheme or something because he's not like 35.
It's definitely a scheme
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It's got to be scheme.
something's got to go. Something's got to
I
be
will
going
tell you
on.
this. I mean, to be the analyst, Zay Flowers works the same place that
that Mark Andrews
Andrews
kinda
works.
does,
Zay
yeah.
Flowers is not a down the field receiver, and so Zay Flowers is working that middle of the field.
Yep.
He's working that same thing, and he's more explosive, and he can get off the break and get open, and so he's stealing from Andrews, and therefore it doesn't really matter. Andrews is not a move tight end. He's not going to generally play the slot or even split out wide. Isaiah Likely, he'll play the slot. He can split out wide. He can do all these other things to garner different routes. Mark Andrews is going to be right next to a tackle, run a route, and he's going to be in the same area as Zay Flowers. And I think that's the majority of the issue is Zay Flowers as better at doing what he used to do. So
When you have a dominant underneath receiver, it takes away from the tight end.
Yes,
Unfortunately.
absolutely.
But
So-
Andrews was great before he got there.
Yeah, true that.
He was
to
money.
Mark Andrews. Fuck
that guy.
All right.
And so what's your team you got going on
Check
here?
out his
yeah.
team.
Is this your whole fuck that guy list?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wow.
This is Sleepers Keepers.
Oh.
This is your league, right?
Yeah. This is
All right.
this
On
keeper
this-
league that we started, a high money keeper league.
yeah.
On this starting lineup for that league, I have Kenneth Walker,
Ass meat.
Nico Collins,
Ass
Yep.
meat.
Ask me.
Jamison Williams,
Ass
Ooh,
meat.
that sucks.
Mark Andrews.
Ass
Yep.
meat.
Oh, which you can't put Mike Gesicki on there, but I punted
Ass
tight end,
meat.
so
Yeah.
yeah. Terry McLaurin,
Ass meat.
Oh,
Calvin
man.
Ridley,
He should have been on the list. Oh, he was on my list.
We was Ridley too. Oh man, that
Ass
should have
meat.
been. That was a bad one too.
and my super flex was Tua.
Oh, he scored 11 points.
Yeah, right about.
Total 11 points for the week.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty. You should have listened to me about Nico because
An entire team. I mean, I do have Josh Allen's and James Cook.
Oh,
those are the only two that made it so that you didn't cry yourself to sleep that night.
Yeah, and Travis Etienne is on there too. This is pretty deep rosters.
Yeah.
But other than that, the entire team shit the bed.
yeah, it was a pretty bad week for you. Yeah,
Well, let's
that's
hit on
pretty
we're going to do toast or roast real quick. We're going to go back over our don'ts, Baker's bottoms, and our smashes from last week, and kind of tell. We're going
I
to hit 'em-
decided we're not going to talk about smashes this week.
we're going to hit them quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, toaster for those you don't know, toast or roast. We toast the predictions we made last week, and we roast the predictions we got wrong.
Yep.
So, I'll go ahead and tell you all my don'ts. I'm going to take all the toasts that you can give me. I had Caleb Johnson. I had I said don't play him against the Jets. He scored negative 0.2 points. I had Cam Ward
barely
at the
saw the
Broncos. He put up 2.5 points. And I said don't play a Giants running back. And Tracy put up 4.5, and Scatterboo put up 1.9. So you could have played them both, and you still wouldn't have broke 10.
Yeah, that's pretty terrible.
And so I get it. They weren't the biggest names in the world, but there were people wanting to play them people, and I hope you found somebody else. So I'm going to take my thank you. The guy in the back. That's what I'm talking about. You right there in the back. That's why, I did it for you. All right. Talk to me about those bottoms.
All right, so I said Trey Benson is definitely very shallowly rostered and is going to do good for you this week.
Yeah, and he's one of the top waiver grabs this week, too.
He scored 8 points on mainly on one carry he got for like 51 yards or 41 yards. It was
Doesn't matter how you get the points.
super electric.
All that matters
man.
is he got the points.
Super electric. That dude's going to go
Wiggy,
places.
wiggy.
My wide receiver, Diami Brown. I did
Yes.
that as a tribute to Terrell.
Yes.
He was a big fan. He's in Washington or Jacksonville now.
Sorry for the cricket.
7.3 points. I like where that's going. I think it's going.
Toast it up for those
That's
two.
my toast for those two.
Yeah, what about the last one?
I don't want to talk about him. I said Theo Johnson. Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
He had one catch. Look, I was big on him, too.
and I think it's more the O-line problem they got going on there. Like we talked about
It's the
earlier,
Russell
shit
Wilson
show.
problem.
Yeah, it's a shit show. So
Yes.
I should have not leaned so heavily on thinking that.
Well,
there's
we didn't
still
know it was going to be
something
that big of a shit show.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly. So I mean, I don't feel bad about it, but I do feel bad if you went out and grabbed him because you need a tight end.
I'm pretty sure I
You
have
got a
him on.
point.
Yes, I do have him on that team also.
Yeah, on sleeper. Yeah. There you go. See.
Yeah.
So I'm not the only one.
Hey, I did have
You
Keon
should
Coleman
rename
sitting
that-
on the bench.
You should
Keon balled.
You should
yeah.
rename that team Week 1 Shit Show.
Week 1 shit show. That's absolutely what it is.
So yeah, so I kind of failed on the tight end, but
Hey,
the,
2 out of
the
3.
two's not bad.
And you're working on bottom, so it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the fact if you get 2 out of 3, that's a smash.
Well,
in
and
my
the
book.
fact that both of them scored flex scores just about 8 and 7 points. That's not terrible for a
No.
flex spot. So
if I was digging that deep and I
Oh,
got
yeah.
an 8 and 7 from them,
Man,
I'm
gold.
Hey, you know what? Both of them scored so much more than I
Tyrone
don't know,
Tracy or
yeah.
Jamar Chase,
Jamar
or,
Chase, Terry McLaurin,
Terry-
Nico Collins, George Pickens,
Keep
Amon-Ra
going.
St. Brown.
Keep going.
So, all right, I'll hit the smashes real quick. I didn't really have. I had one smash, but the other ones I'm not going to take a boo for because they weren't terrible. Drake May put up 15.8 against the Raiders. If you're playing Drake May as a smash, I'll fine. I'll play it.
No, it's not bad.
James
that's a good
Conner
call.
against the Saints put up 12.4. Who's the RB21? But Emeka
really not that
Ibuka was my wide receiver smash. He was wide receiver 3 in the week.
Oh, nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Give it to me, guy in the back. There it is. Yeah.
Letting you know.
And then my tight end smash was Hunter Henry. He put up 8.6.
Well, most of yours did better than all of mine. So
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna keep my finger out on the. You only just hit it 4
Joe
times.
Burrow, 8.8.
Yeah. Ouch.
Malik Neighbors, 9.6. Not a smash, but not great. Chiga Conquo, which I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm going to hold true. He played 88% of the snaps, and I feel that that's more than he played all season last season in any one game. He keeps going. Chig's going to be a big add.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Y'all are going to sleep on him this week. Don't overreact. but
The Broncos defense is a top defense.
yeah, it's so, and I just feel like this guy, he's playing so much more, he's going to be worth it. But then my running back, I kind of feel smashed a little bit because who's going to call Aaron Rodgers his RB12 on the first week of the season? or Aaron Jones, excuse me.
Aaron
not
Jones?
Rodgers.
Oh, no.
Jones.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron
I'll give you Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones.
I'll give you
Aaron Jones, RB 12 on the week, 14.2 points.
If he's going to be a RB1, he's.
I mean, he finished
top
over
12 will always be a smash unless you pick. If you would have picked Christian McCaffrey, and he finishes the 12th, then he's not a smash.
That's not a smash at all. But I'm looking at Aaron Jones. He had a great week. It all came on the shoulder of fourth quarter magic, but I mean, still, I'll take it.
Fourth quarter magic was my stripper name in college.
I started that video twice.
That was the tips you would get, like 4 quarters.
Just the tips.
4 quarters? Yes, definitely.
I like that. It took me a second to click. Yeah. All right. And who's your wide receiver?
That was all of Malik. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Want on all except for Aaron Jones.
You held Aaron Jones to the end.
I held Aaron Jones because that was my victory.
All right. Give me a sounder for streamers of the week. We'll hit these real fast. You were looking for an excuse to play this. He found this.
Man.
He found this at the beginning.
This is gold.
I did. I mean,
I can't hate
I like
that
that
at
bing
all.
bing at the end. That's my favorite part. All right, I'll hit off my QB streamer of the week. I'm going to take Matt Stafford at Tennessee. He didn't have a super great week this last week, but he's playing against Tennessee, and Tennessee is not the toughest defense, and he's got some really good receivers, and they're starting to gel. So that's my streamer of the week. Baker, Bus, who's your streamer of the week?
It is
quarterback.
Daniel Jones. Now,
I love it.
Going to play Denver, which is the number 1 defense against quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But he is at home. Now, Denver played a first-time starter last week.
Right.
So I wouldn't be too scared off of it right now. Daniel Jones could actually be that guy we thought he could be.
Yeah, and Daniel Jones, he going to use him legs because he's a super back.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to run on him.
And you want to kind of ride the high streak because you don't want to be the one that didn't ride the high streak when it's happening.
Yeah,
any good gambler tells you always play a streak.
I did the
Just
whole
keep betting on a streak. Bet till it ends.
Etienne had
You'll
a
win
run.
more than you lose.
Etienne had a run last year where I was like, he had a really good week, and I'm like, I'm still not going to get him. And then he had a great week, and then I'm like, no, I can't do it. Then he had a great week, and then I went and got him, and then he sucked.
Yeah.
So it's
That
like,
happens.
you got to get it on the first hot streak, so you're the one
Daniel
that
Jones
wins this.
did something that's never been done by any quarterback
never
in the
happened.
history of the NFL. He led a scoring drive on 7 plays.
Yep, 7 individual drives. They scored
All
points.
7 in a row.
Yep.
They scored points.
They're like, we don't need to do nothing. We don't need to run no clock. We're just going to score all the points.
Yeah. The punter, they're like, go take a nap.
Yeah. We don't need
or
you.
go home, actually. We're not going to need you at all.
We don't need you at all.
Well, who's your quarterback streamer, Baker?
Justin Fields. Now, I love
it.
He's playing against the Bills this week.
I don't love it.
Divisional game, but I know the Bills defense, and I know they can't handle a quarterback that knows how to use his legs. And this is going to be the week where everybody's like, Justin Fields had a great week last week. It's not going to repeat, but it's going to repeat. This dude could potentially have 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 passing. I don't.
Wow.
I'm calling it now.
Oh,
I think it's going to be a big week.
Touchdown game by Justin Fields. You call it.
This is against my team too. Bold predictions.
shit.
I love the Bills, but their defense is garbage can.
Well, if he's going to get
That's just what I'm
5, that means Josh Allen's got to get 6.
He's going to have 11. He's going to have 7 on the ground. No, I don't. It's going to be a big game. I think it's going to be really good. I mean, I just think Justin Fields can own the Bills defense. I really don't think he's going to. He's going to push them.
My tight end streamer is Juwan Johnson. He had 10 targets last week playing against San Francisco, but he looks to be a very comfortable target for the Rattler or whoever their quarterback is. I don't know.
It's the Rit Rattler.
It's the Rattler. But I think he's a great floor play. I don't expect Juwan Johnson to get you QB or tight end 1 numbers, but he can get you tight end 5 numbers. So, and he looks to be an intricate part of that offense. So, Bus, who is your tight end streamer of the week?
It happens to be Jonnu Smith going up against Seattle, who right now is ranked 30th against tight ends.
Wow, so you're taking Jonnu over Freiermuth.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm already eating crow. I've already been chewing on it before the podcast.
Yeah.
So that I'm prepared for the end of the season when I got to eat crow.
And it's
about the whole, Jonnu Fryer.
So you think
situation.
so? Even though Freiermuth was quote the top tight end week 1, you think by the end of the season Jonnu's going to be the
Jonnu
top?
was the top tight end this week. Jonnu got 5 targets for 15 yards.
Oh, really? I thought,
and he got the touchdown.
I thought Freiermuth had more targets.
Freiermuth had 3 targets, 3 catches
Jonnu
for
had
like
6
30
targets.
6 targets. Excuse me. But Freiermuth only had 3 targets, but he caught all 3. And it was like 28 yards or 38 yards or something like that.
Jonnu only had 15 yards, but he got the touchdown.
Yeah, he got the touchdown. That's
Gotcha.
really what pushed him up. Yeah.
But see,
Well, that was on a tap
So-
pass. So that's how they're using Jonnu
So
too.
realistically, it could still go either way, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I need to feather away from what I said just now.
Gotcha.
Well,
So-
here's my thing though. Also, Aaron Rodgers is going to pick the guy out of those 2 that he loves.
It's Calvin Austin.
And well, maybe Calvin Austin.
or Hannon. Was
He's
it
going
Hannon?
at some point.
No,
He's
that was the
going
Browns.
to
That was the
pick
Browns.
one of those 2 guys and just pepper that
It's not
guy
Hannon,
because that's how he works. And Arthur Smith is the offensive coordinator. So.
Yeah, I mean they had similar targets, 5 and 3, or 6 and 3. That's close enough, but we'll see.
Fannin, not Hannon.
Yeah,
And that's
Well,
the Browns.
that is true.
Yeah.
I mixed that up. I knew when I said it, I knew I was wrong. So
All right, well, who's your tight end streamer?
my tight end streamer is Hunter Henry against Miami.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had 8 targets against Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Feathering defense as well, but Miami's defense isn't that great. And I think that
You can just say Miami, scratch
Yeah.
everything in between. Not great.
Yeah, just whatever it is. But I think this is going to be. He had 8 targets and only caught 4 of them, and I think against Miami, he's still going to get the same target share, and he's going to end up coming down with more. Possibly puts a touchdown down. I think if you're going to grab Hunter Henry, you're not going to be disappointed.
All right. My defense streamer of the week is the 49ers at New Orleans. I mean, if they decide to let the Riddler throw the ball like more than like 6 yards over the middle of the field, he's going to throw picks. The 49ers is a really good defense. They're going to put a lot of pressure on him. They're going to force him to make bad mistakes. They're going to get some sacks, hopefully get some picks, and I think the 49ers are going to be a great defense that you can pick up off of waivers. If you were smart, you got them at the beginning of the season because they started with Seattle and then they were playing New Orleans the second week. So you knew you could play them for 2 weeks like I did in the one league that I have defenses. But if you weren't smart and you can get them off of waivers, go get them.
Yes.
All right. Who's your defense stream of the week, Bus?
Oh, my bad. I didn't pick one.
Your defense stream is the Cowboys.
Is it really?
They're playing the Giants this week, and you're just hoping that they're going to get some pressure on Russell Wilson. They're going to sack him, and they're going to make good on that and probably get a couple picks.
That is correct. You read my mind.
Baker, who's your defensive stream of the week, or should I tell you as well?
No, mine is the Rams against
Yeah.
Tennessee. Again, it's a rookie quarterback. Cam Ward. He didn't look that great out there. A little baffled, I guess, kind of all over the place. But
I
I
won't
think
say he looked baffled, but he didn't look great.
it was.
But he's also playing against a really good defense.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I'm not
Rams
saying
aren't
that
bad, though.
the Rams are the greatest, but they're not the worst either. But
Right.
I think playing against a rookie quarterback and them trying to figure stuff out, now's the best time to get them, put them in, and they can
Absolutely.
definitely put you some big points up.
Who was your team? Your defense?
San Francisco.
Okay. I would say take a shot on the Patriots also.
Yeah, Patriots are. Who are they playing?
They are playing Miami.
Yeah, well,
Oh, well, yeah, they just got 3 interceptions right now. As you brought them up,
they start with 3 picks.
they start with 3 picks.
So there it is. I will say that I get that the streamers primarily are going to help you since waivers run tomorrow. We will be doing a waiver show next week. That's my bad. I didn't think about the scheduling. So next week I'll have a show for waivers and for streamers. It may just be me, but I'll have their input sent to me, and then we'll do a Tuesday show like we just did, but we won't include the streamers, if that makes sense. So.
Correct.
All right.
That'll save us 25 seconds on this podcast. So
Well, there it is. If anything we say or do helps you get to that average place in your league, that means we did our job. Because when you finish average, you don't finish last. We hope you guys have a good week out there, and we'll talk to you again on Thursday.
later.
Deuces.
Holla.